Hi, I'm Shari from the University of Hull, the Faculty of Health Sciences, and hopefully today I'm going to give you some advice, some tips and some information about what to look for if you are interested in a career or a degree course within health and social work. So the first thing is, in terms of the University of Hull, we do offer social work and a range of health degree courses. These can be found on our website. And in terms of the health areas, we do offer degrees in nursing, adult, children's, mental health and learning disability. We also offer degree courses in operating department practice, paramedic science, midwifery and physiotherapy and also social work. The main advice that I'd give you is if one of these areas or an area within health is one that you are interested in and you're thinking of going to university to study this as a degree course, go on to different university websites and have a look at what they're asking for in terms of subjects to study at college. So it might be that different universities ask for different subject areas from A levels or BTECs, or it might be that they're asking for certain grades. So by looking on the website, this will give you a really good, clear indication of what grades you need to achieve from your courses at college, but also which subject areas it might be worth you picking to help you get a place on the degree course. An example of this is if we look at physiotherapy for the University of Hull, you can see from the screen that it asks for certain A levels or certain BTEC subjects. So for example, it asks for an A level in either biology, human biology or physical education, or it'll ask for a BTEC in applied science. So information like this is really good to look at because this will help you choose the options that are the right ones for you if there's a certain degree course that you would like to choose. Also on here as well, it'll give you the GCSE subjects that degree course is also looking for. So as you can see from the physiotherapy page, it'll tell you in terms of what grades they are looking for, and it'll also tell you in terms of what subject areas these need to be in or have one A level, or in terms of what BTEC subject areas you need to study in order to be able to apply for that degree course. Another example from the University of Hull is children's nursing. So as you'll see, again, it tells you in terms of either the BTEC or the A level grades that you are looking for to achieve in order to be able to get a place on that course. It also goes over the GCSE requirements that we ask for in order to apply or to have by the time you start our course, and it'll also explain in terms of what alternatives as well we will accept. So alternative maths, for example, GCSE is functional skills level 2. So the websites are really good for universities as your first port of call to look at what qualifications do I need, at what level do I need these qualifications, and then that'll help you in terms of if you know you've got some gaps or maybe you need to resit some subject areas, you've got the time to do this before you actually start the degree course. So when it comes to writing your personal statement, so applying for a degree course, you do this via UCAS, which you will become familiar with when it's time to apply for universities. So this can start from the September onwards, and normally in terms there is a cut-off date that they have, so it's always worth to look at that and check what your date is for when applications close as well. So writing your personal statement for a health or a social work degree course is really important because that personal statement will get sent to our admission tutors and they will decide if you are offered an interview from your personal statement. So your personal statement is where you can put your information down in terms of why you want to study that particular degree course, and in terms of putting in there your skills, your qualities, any experience, any volunteering or anything you do for your job which will help you towards that degree. So personal statements are really key, and it's always good in terms to check spelling, punctuation and grammar. So what to put in your personal statement? Well, it's important to put in there why you want to apply for that chosen degree course. So hopefully you have chosen which area you have decided to apply for. So if it's paramedic science, children's nursing, ODP, in terms of social work, put in there why. So what is your reasons, what is your motivation for wanting to study this degree course? And it might be in terms of your career, where you'd like to go. It's also important in terms of putting there some of your skills and qualities that in terms of the degree courses would require. So think about why communication, maybe teamwork, skills are important to have, and within that chosen area that you decided to go and study as well. Other things that it's good to put in your personal statement is if you have any experience, work experience, volunteering, anything from your job, which will help show in terms of your enthusiasm or any experience that you have gained within that area. It doesn't have to be directly linked to that area. So working with people, any sort of ages, any areas is all good experience. It shows in terms of you are a people person and you've had experience with different people in different scenarios. In terms of your personal statement as well, it's always good to really understand what the role is that you are applying for. So in terms of midwifery, what is the role of a midwife? So make sure you fully do your research into the area that you are interested in. It might be maybe you have 2 or 3 areas that you are interested in, and hopefully when it comes to writing your personal statement, you have picked one. So fully research the areas you think you would like to apply to and really think about which areas are going to be best for you. And in terms of websites are really good for that. Asking people that do the role is a really good idea to find out about it and try and understand fully what it is that role that you'll be doing in terms of think about all the different areas that cover that role. So for example, paramedic science will cover a vast variety of roles, situations. So make sure you do your research and you have a look at those as well. In terms of health and social work courses, and they are accredited by governing bodies. So it's always worth researching who the governing body is for that degree course and have a read up as well on their website so you fully understand it in terms of who they are governed by and in terms of when you become a student, how in terms of your behaviour and how the way you act is governed. When it comes to interviews, it can be nervous in terms of having an interview for university, and everyone will be invited if they're successful with their personal statement for an interview for any health or social work course. So that personal statement is key to getting you your interview. If unfortunately your personal statement is not as strong or maybe it's not written correctly, you may be not offered an interview from that university. So hopefully in terms of you've got an interview through. So how to prepare for interviews. The best thing to do again is to do your research, really fully understand in terms of you as a person, your skills, your qualities, and to be able to give examples of when you have used these. So in terms of you're explaining why communication is a skill that you have, be able to give an example of when you've used your communication skills. This might be from college, it might be in your work experience, it might be volunteering, it might be part of your job. Absolutely fine, but try and give an example, a clear example of when you've used your communication skills and how they were effective. Another way is to then link it to why communication skills are important within your chosen degree area. So why is it important to have communication skills within social work, within learning disability nursing, within paramedic science? There are lots of skills and qualities out there you can talk about. In terms of nursing, looking at the 6 C's will help with this as well. And for other areas, this is also a good starting point to have a look at. So go into the website and have a look. And hopefully you'll become familiar with these on a course that you are studying if it is within health. Other areas for the interview to think about is to practice. So practice your interview. That is really key thing to do. So in terms of when it comes before your interview, practice with someone, how good you are at speaking, getting your answers across for it. It's always really good to have examples. If you can talk about examples of when you've done things, that also will really help in your interview. Again, having a full understanding of that role that you are applying for will really help with your interview because you can clearly tell the interviewer about your knowledge, about your understanding. And again, that will help get across your passion and desire for why you want to be in terms of a midwife, in terms of a mental health nurse, in terms of an ODP. There is stages in terms of applications and in terms of applying for university courses. So in between it, you will have time to prep and to think about it as well. But the main thing is to do your research first, really find out in terms of which area of health or social work you want to go into, which degree course is going to be the best one for you to apply for. Check the websites, all university websites, check what subject areas they would like you to study at college, and understand in terms of what grades you need. GCSE and A levels are equivalent in BTEC. So you know what your target is to work towards those grades. A lot of in terms of degree courses such as health and social work will ask for those grades at the end of your course, so you need to achieve them. So that's really important. Certain health courses as well, they do have limited places, so they do have set number of places. So in terms of your interview, that is really important for you to shine and get across all the information and knowledge you know, because from the interview, they will decide, the university, if you're therefore offered a place on the degree course or not. So it can be quite competitive for some of the health and social work courses. So it is really important that you do your research and you find out as much information as you can. Open days are another great way to do that. So go along to a university's open day if they're virtual, or hopefully they might be back face to face. But this is also a really good way to meet the lecturers, see your environment, to see in terms of the university, and to find out even more information. These can normally be found on the university's websites. So please go onto the website, have a look when the next open days are, and hopefully you'll come and visit us and to see our facilities that we have at the University of Hull. Behind me, you can see the Allen Medical Building. So this is our building for our health students and social work students, along with some others. We have some amazing facilities that you get to work in if you come and study with us at Hull. I hope this has helped, and if anyone has any questions regarding anything to do with health or social work courses or qualifications, I will put my email address, and please contact me and ask me anything. Thank you.